Alright, what's going on? It's the morning, it's 6:13, I'm on my way to work. I wanted to make this video, and this video is going to be my last video in the car because I feel like it's off-putting to do these in the car because I'm sure if someone watches this, they have maybe had a family member that got hurt or something, so I won't even look at the camera because that's not fair to look at the camera and not look at the road to somebody that has actually had a person that they know, love, care about in a car accident, deadly or not. Anyway, so this is my last one holding this video, doing it in the car. I'm not even going to look at it. It's almost just like I'm talking on the cell phone. Still doesn't make it right. I needed to get this out though because I am listening to Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life, an antidote to chaos. If you have not listened to Jordan Peterson speak, well, two things. One, he is incredibly intelligent. He uses a lot of big words. He speaks very, very, very articulately and intelligently, and a lot of the times, especially towards the beginning of listening to him, at least for me, I had to go back and rewind a lot of stuff that he said because some of it is confusing to me because I don't consider myself super intelligent with my vocabulary, but I do look up words when I don't understand what he's saying. Anyway, and the other thing is about him, the second thing is, he is absolutely infatuating to listen to speak. Infatuating. All the points he makes are just gold. Gold. You don't know who he is? Check him out. I will link probably just to his general YouTube page or to a video that I like about him or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. And I'll link up the book down below this video. I'll link up the Amazon link to this book because I am really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. It's one of the most, and I haven't read a ton of books in my life. I'm getting more and more reading. I'm actually reading 3 books currently, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is talking about the 12 rules of life, an antidote to chaos. And I'm only about to finish up rule 2. I will do a review of each and every rule, more in depth, starting with rule 1, which was stand up straight with your shoulders back. And then rule 2, which is what I just kind of wanted to get off of my mind right now, which is treat yourself as if you are somebody you are responsible for taking care of. And the point in this chapter, and this is a book I think I will definitely listen to 2 times, but especially this chapter 2. Chapter 1 I understood really well. Chapter 2, there was a lot of points in there that I had to rewind and listen to again. It's a long audiobook as it is. It's like a 15-hour audiobook. But the complication of points and deepness of the points in this book would completely and utterly confuse the living crap out of me right now with my reading level if I read the book. This is just me talking. And I have a hard time focusing when I'm reading. But I think I would be able to focus on this book really well. So if you're somebody that likes to read books, I would really recommend getting it. I would recommend the audiobook as well because I think it is the best. Maybe I'll link that up too. I'll just link both of them. You can click and choose whichever one you want to Amazon or Audible. And if you don't have Audible, I'll link that up too. Audible's pretty cool. Audible's very cool. If you haven't had Audible, it's basically you can buy a book as if you would pay for a book through your Amazon account to read it, and then all of a sudden you can buy the book in audio form, and a lot of the time the author is narrating it. a quick tip is I literally never buy an audiobook if the author doesn't narrate it, because there's a disconnect in my brain that I can't get over when I listen to an audiobook by either by just a general paid narrator or by a person or by like a robot. I just can't get over that, and I like hearing the author narrate their own damn book. I understand you gotta outsource and stuff, but if you spend 2-3 years, 4 years, 5-6 years to write a book sometimes, narrate the fucking book yourself. That's how I feel. Narrate the fucking thing yourself, because it takes you, 5 or 6 years to write a book? 3 years to write a book? 1 year to write a book? Whatever it is, it takes a long time to write a book. Take the damn hour a day for 2 weeks to narrate the book yourself. Anyway, so I don't want to talk too much about a lot of it, but I just wanted to touch on 12 Rules for Life and how amazing this book is. And in part 2, how it says how the rule is treat yourself as if you are somebody you are responsible for taking care of. And the basis to this point is I want to word it the right way, where people will literally spend a lot more time and energy, making sure their dog is fed healthy, making sure their dog takes its medication if it has problems, making sure their dog goes out to go to the bathroom, making sure their dog is clean and bathed, right? Or their cat, right? But then they themselves don't shower for 3 days. They don't take their own medication. And a lot of times they go to Wendy's and eat like shit. And listen, I'm the biggest fan of Wendy's out there every once in a while. But it's a really interesting point about how we'll take care of somebody else. And I'm a big fan of pets. I'm not saying you shouldn't take care of your pets, but it's a really interesting point about how we would go, and it goes the same for people. We would take care of people more than we would take care of ourselves. And I'm not saying be selfish, and that's not the point of this chapter, but the point of this chapter is you need to take care of yourself as much as you would take care of somebody else, if not more, because you really can't take care of somebody else if you don't take care of yourself. And they don't even touch on that, like the entrepreneurial aspect of it. They talk about it Jordan Peterson, JP, talks about it as far as the reasoning why we do this to ourselves. And like, he uses lessons from Genesis, from the Bible, from Adam and Eve. And it's incredibly fascinating listening to him talk about this topic. And I will go into more depth of it today. Every time I get through one of the parts, I'm going to do 1 through 12 and then maybe an overall review of the book. And if rules 3 through 12 are even close to as good as rules 1 through 2 were, I'm going to be printing off this list of rules and putting it in my office to remind myself every single day. So be on the lookout for those. This is my last time doing a car video. I'm sorry. I apologize to anyone out there that this offends or this is off-putting. So I apologize. I'm not doing it anymore. And I will talk to you guys in part 1 and 2 of these videos. See ya.